Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 45 of Dropped Frames. I didn't just look that up at all. The thing is, that means we did 45 episodes in 1 year. Because this will be, I think this is the final episode of 2015. So that's pretty fucking good. I'm pretty proud of us. That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if you were disappointed or really jazzed.
No, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. We should also try to explain why Coh and Zeke are sitting next to each other this time around.
This is Bush League, man. He's got one of your streams open. We can't find it.
I can't find the stream. Somebody help me.
Wait, what? How?
Okay, we're good. Oh, Jesus.
When you accumulate as many, I don't know what he just did now. What do you do now? Zeke, you got to call him out every time. You're the man behind the scenes.
On his
I knew it! I was
entire,
gonna say.
setup.
Yeah.
That blue moon.
Take him out, Zeke, one by one. The mission's complete.
Yep.
Oh, it's still foaming up, and you're just trying. You're a brave man.
He played it off brilliantly.
He played it off.
I
yeah.
didn't spill a thing. Sweetie, could you grab some paper towels?
No reason
For no reason. Zeke's nose is running.
to have them preventatively.
Zeke, why are you sitting next to Coh? What's going on?
What's up? How are you doing, man? I'm doing great. I will be doing much better, hopefully, shortly.
And Zeke, what are you doing next to him?
I was in North Carolina for a game Lawbreakers first look thing, and Coh said, "Hey, you're in North Carolina. Why don't you come visit?" And I said, "Okay." And I switched my flight, so I'm flying out tomorrow instead. And here I am out on the Coh Ranch.
Killing it.
Can you describe all the animals you've seen today?
I've seen many chickens and cocks.
Shit.
Yes.
I've seen
He was infatuated with my cock.
four.
I saw the tweet. Yeah.
Yeah, they were angry too.
They
It
were.
was an angry cock.
I have angry cocks.
He has 4 cats,
5 cats.
5 cats, 2 dogs,
1 beer soaked monitor.
1 beer soaked monitor, and a very, very forgiving woman.
One of those.
Yeah, just one of those.
Just one of those? Okay. All right. We had to get the number. We had to make sure. Well, we'll talk to you about Lawbreaker. Can you talk about Lawbreakers, or is that all still NDA?
It's sort of NDA. Like I can tell you,
Sort of.
I can tell you my feeling.
Somewhat.
Like I can tell you I liked it.
Okay.
I can tell you they've got some work ahead of them to make them stand out, but it's still way early. They only had 5 playable characters so far.
Oh, wow.
So far,
Is that how many?
but they have many more planned, and I'm sure they're all in development. But playable characters just means like you can play them right now.
Coh, how
So-
many did we play? Were we at 6 at PAX? I forget.
I think we were just around there, too.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5 or 6, yeah.
I wonder, you're going to do this thing as well, but at another time, right, Coh?
Probably. Sometime close to the end of next month.
Yeah, I want to know like what's changed, only for my own interest, not because I want to like make it public, but I want to know what's changed from like PAX till now. 'Cause that's a pretty long time. But if they didn't add characters, like I wonder what they've worked on. Dodger, you can talk.
What is Lawbreakers? I don't know
Okay,
anything about
imagine Overwatch, but by Cliffy B.
Good.
Right.
That's really correct.
it. Perfect. I need to know nothing else. Continue.
That's what I'm.
Conversation.
That's the biggest task in front of them, is separating themselves from games like Overwatch.
Yeah.
And all the other ones, like we've talked
Yeah.
about frequently, that are coming out next year.
Yeah.
Paladins and all that. Yeah, there's a lot of games that are in that style.
I think we're up to 6.
We got
We've
Paladins.
got Overwatch, Paladins, Lawbreakers, Gigantic, Battleborn. I don't know if is Paragon coming out next year though.
I don't know if that was announced for 2016.
And
I don't think
we're
it has.
missing
It doesn't have a date or a quarter yet. I don't think.
But is Gigantic first person?
Yeah, coming to PC in 2016.
Okay.
Wow, so it is 2016. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So and I think there's actually a couple that I missed too. So it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be cool to see how it all kind of works out.
As a longtime
Comes out on
TF2
top.
fan, I'm really excited for this genre to suddenly have lots of competition from lots of different places.
Did you see that TF2's making updates to it as well?
I mean, they gotta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would. They really would have to keep up.
They're just like, fuck, we were the only people doing this for the longest time.
Yeah.
We thought hats were good and we could just like float. It's not gonna
Look,
happen.
they already made all
See,
their.
I thought gigantic was a third person.
I mean, it's kind of the same
Person?
vein.
I thought it was first person. MMCray.
I don't know. I've never played in their countless weekends. I still don't know what the game looks like.
I played a little bit of it.
They always have the prettiest booth, which doesn't
Yeah,
contribute.
I always
one way
see
or
them at
another to how
PAX.
good their
I never
game is.
play the game, but I'm just like, yeah, it's a pretty good booth. It's not.
Sick, sick booth, dogs. High five everyone and then just keep walking.
Yeah, it's a nice looking booth. Yeah,
I
that.
don't know what's inside, but the packaging is nice.
Yeah,
It's gigantic. It's everyone likes their booth.
yeah,
They got a big booth.
they do.
Did you guys play Battleborn at all? Have you played that yet?
Nope, that's another one. I've not played any of those games except for Overwatch.
I can't remember her name, but there's one character in Battleborn that has me so jazzed for that game, and she's like this weird, like four-armed witch girl. And
Let's
the
see.
animation on her hands, because it's first person, so the animation on her hands is so cool to watch, and she does like really cool Naruto ninjutsu shit to cast all of her spells, and it's just like great.
Is it Reyna? No, that's not Reyna.
No,
Isn't
she looks like a little demented witch.
that sounds awesome? Isn't there a character in Overwatch that
Yeah,
does?
Zenyatta kind of looks a little. bit like
Zenyatta
that.
does
Yeah.
some. Yeah, he's a support character.
Cool, very cool.
Oh wait, is it Ambra? No, it's not Ambra.
No. Let's go through all the names.
Is it Orindi?
Yes.
It's Orindi. Yep. Yep.
I didn't want to have to burn that.
Yep.
Now you're gonna get lice.
Damn it! I wish that wasn't true.
No.
Where did
Oh,
that
well.
come from? Does he just have a box of stuff seek next to his desk?
You know what? I thought like big time CohhCarnage would have like, like a room just set up. No, it's like, kind of like every other broadcaster's house that I've seen. It's just a clutter of shit.
Well,
with,
look,
like one
it's,
area,
hold on.
like this square area, clean.
I'll defend Co.
Is just fine, but everything off screen is just like a mess of just stuff we've acquired.
Yeah,
and my
no, that's-
house is no different. I've got a box of stuff like
There-
laying and shit
That's
everywhere.
every broadcaster's desk. But the thing is Co, much like any other broadcaster in his mess, knows exactly where everything's at.
Exactly
times.
where it is.
Oh, totally.
Absolutely.
I open this
Absolutely.
closet and shit will just start falling out, but I know what all that shit is and where it's at.
Dude, it gets to a point as a broadcaster where, like, mathematically, your intake just cannot match your outtake.
Yep.
Like, it becomes impossible. Like, if
Yep.
you want to, you get stuff that you would don't want to get rid of. You don't want to throw away. It's
Yep.
cool. You don't need to use it that second, but you certainly don't want to get rid of it. And it's like,
You know what you
That's
sound like?
called a hoarder
sound like
mentality.
You sound like
We're
a
all
hoarder.
hoarders.
No, that's not what it's like. No, you can't throw. You guys need that. You can't.
I might need it in like a year. Why would I get rid of it if in a year I'm going to need it?
Yeah. You can't throw away anything.
That's what hoarders say.
yeah. Well, it's like, okay, like I have a 4K
See, but
monitor. I can't use it for streaming, but I definitely don't want to get rid of it. Like,
Yeah,
it's a 4K.
exactly.
Well, that's
So
different.
it's like, and I got a lot of stuff like that. I've got like another computer. It's a great computer. I don't need it right now. I might need it.
Co,
someday.
did you see the new? I tweeted this. I didn't know it existed until last night. Not Asus. What's the other A monitor company? Do I have one?
Al Jazeera.
Acer. Have you
Oh, there it is.
have you
Oh.
seen the new Acer 1440p G-Sync like curved monitor? The like super wide monitor.
yeah.
The one that
I know
has
some of those words.
I've seen them. I haven't like seen one in person though. What have you heard about them?
Well, it's up on the. I found like a link to it. It's got some weird name to it, but it's very expensive. It's like, I think it's like $2,000.
You're gonna buy it immediately, aren't you?
No, I can't. There's no point because it's curved. So like,
Yeah.
and it's super wide, so you can't stream that. It's called the. I think it's the Predator X34. We'll just show this monitor porn on stream because why not? Here's some free advertising, Acer. Look at this thing. That thing looks fucking incredible.
Whoa.
Imagine getting 3 of those things like next to each other. Be good.
That's too. No, I'm not into that.
It's got underglow. It's such an expensive monitor that it has its own underglow.
So unnecessary.
It's
Dude, I
got
got the lowering kit for my monitor. It's like
Got
2
that sick
inches long.
underglow, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. It's
wait, what
nice.
is all is this the pricing of
I
it?
got the chrome rim kit.
I put a
Oh, and it's also an
button on it.
IPS. I didn't even
Yeah,
know it was an
yeah,
I know,
IPS.
I can make it
so
bounce.
good.
Let me see how much
And it makes cappuccinos. They're not great, but it makes
I mean, that's what's important.
It's not that bad. It's $1,300. That's actually not that bad.
It's not that bad at $1,300 for a monitor.
No.
No, when JP said it's expensive, I was like, oh, that means he's buying it. Just out of hand.
No.
It's like, it's way too expensive. I need it.
It's
Hold on, guys. I gotta take a break real quick.
It's out of stock. It's sold out. But if I wasn't a streamer, I'd buy the fuck out of that monitor. I'd buy like 3 of those monitors.
Speaking of which, okay, random question. Me and Zeke were talking about this before the cast.
Okay.
Did you ever find a successful way to stream with a 1440?
Yes, yeah, that's what I do.
You did. So you're actually streaming. You can do full screen and everything.
Yeah. I've had that for almost a year. I'm also
I
looking
you
into
ended up having
another.
a bunch of problems with it.
Man, it took a long time to get to where it is now of just testing, but it still has screen tearing because of the G-Sync. So there's screen tear in the capture. It's not too noticeable, only in certain things. But I started looking into a new capture card now, and it's like $3,000, and I don't know if I'm going to spend the money on it because it's way too expensive. But it'll get rid of everything. It'll fix all the issues. But yeah.
Oh, for those of you wondering, yes, same room.
Yes,
We're in the same room.
Oh, were they confused about it?
No, someone just said, like, are they in the same room? Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I like imagining that JP took the time to like perfectly crop each of you out and put you in the same frame just to be like, they're in the same room,
It's
guys.
actually like cut off at the top. That's what sucks, but whatever.
See, now what I wanted to do is get Zeke on a laptop and then just randomly, like at one point in the cast, just get up and like reach into his screen.
Or
And then
lean,
just, like,
lean
go
in
so-
and like grab something
Yeah.
and then move back to
And
the
just
laptop.
and not mention a word about
That
it.
would have been really
At
funny.
one point, we were like, we should just keep the whole thing quiet. Like,
There you
when
go.
when Jesse
That would
Cox
help.
and I first started working out of offices that like weren't in our houses, a lot of people didn't realize that we were in the same building. So sometimes when I'd be streaming and like screaming at my computer, he'd just walk in and just like come into my frame and be like, "You're so fucking loud." Like, just like show up on my stream and people were like, "Wait, where are you right now? Why is Jesse?" It's funny.
Nice.
Good goof for like a week.
Dodger, how you been? You've been busy. You're all over the place recently.
I guess so. I'm right now I'm kind of scrambling to get stuff done because I'm going to be going to England for the holidays. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, so I've only got a few days before that, but overall I've been very good. I was sick for a few days, which meant I got to just like sit and watch anime, like binge on all of the shows that I had been neglecting because One Punch Man has consumed my life. But yeah, it's been good. I've been doing good. I'm excited to be on Dropped Frames again, especially like it's your last one of the year, right?
Yeah, I guess that just happened. Yeah.
I feel
I
very
guess I
important.
can't wait for One Punch. I guess I can't wait for it.
I suppose I can't wait.
I've been told I can't wait for that.
dude,
Oh.
we can watch the entire thing tonight. I seriously will watch it all again. It's so good.
Oh no, you gotta wait. No, Ko, you should wait because the final episode of the season is gonna be coming out in just a couple
Oh,
days.
that's true. The last
So you
two
might as well-
episodes have made me so pissed. It's been a long time since I've wanted like the next episode that badly. Both times, me and my wife have just looked at each other. Both times, been like, "What? There of all places? What?" So yeah, it's good.
The manga is really good too. If this season ends and you're like, fuck, I gotta know what happens, you should. try
That's
reading.
Zeke, right? He's got to know what happens.
do.
Zeke,
But
I'll
Zeke
talk.
hasn't watched it yet. He's not
No,
in
no.
the zone we're in yet.
Zeke,
No,
I'll
it's all
talk
right.
about
I've
stuff
been
in your
told
world.
I can't wait, and I need to watch it. And
Zeke,
that-
let's talk about stuff in your world.
I've been told that I love it.
I started reading Preacher this week, Zeke.
What's that?
I started reading Preacher
Wait, for the first time?
for the first time. Yeah.
Oh my god!
How do you like it?
so good.
I'm in book 2. If
So
that
you're
means
in.
anything.
So you're doing the trades. You did Gone to Texas.
Yeah.
And now you're on Proud Americans, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is-
Oh,
Preacher's a comic book.
Oh,
That it's done. It's continued its run years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're making it into a series on FX.
AMC.
AMC, I
Thank
think.
you. They're making it into a series, and it's one of the comics that I point to as like a gateway comic
Mhm.
because it's easily palatable, especially for those of us who have like I wouldn't say a dark sense of humor, but who can take it.
You got to be a little bit
violence
twisted
and
to read it.
swearing
Yeah.
and sex and drugs and rock and roll and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. If you can take that and you like enjoy reading stuff with that in it. Also with like it has also obviously a religious like tilt to it.
Preacher.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's not like Chaucer or anything. It's not like super well written. Like there are certain comics that are well written, like Sandman, Neil Gaiman, like Watchmen by Alan Moore. Like these are really well written comics. This one is like popcorn. It's like the movies. It's fucking awesome. Yeah,
it's good.
My
I'm
entire
enjoying
life is sex, drugs, and rock and roll, so that's perfect.
I know, it was so strange. Like when I walked in your house, like I was just blown away by all the. You know what? I'm not gonna give away.
That'll come in the house tour video.
When I walked in,
you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I binged the entire first book in one night, and then now I'm just kind of like hooked. So
tell me, like
seriously,
keep me up to date on where you are because there are so many like characters and plot things that I want to like.
I just met
Dish.
What's his name?
Everything.
It was. I just got through the party I'm like towards the tail end of the party at Jesus or Jesus or whatever the fuck you say his name. Yeah. That guy's kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah,
he's a little bit crazy, but whatever.
The orgy party.
Yeah, the giant orgy party. Exactly. Yeah. We're not making this up. That's actually something in the book.
I believe it.
No, I'm a little apprehensive about being it being on AMC, like on basic cable. However, Breaking Bad was on basic cable, and they did just fine with that.
It'll have to be tweaked a little bit. Like, they can't show like a guy who enjoys having someone piss into his ass. Like, they can't show that on national TV.
Well, one of the main support characters, his name is Arseface.
Yeah, like Arseface can't like be there. Yeah.
Like he had an accident and his face looks like an asshole.
Yeah. So that's
so
a thing.
I hope
that's a
maybe
thing.
I think you can get away with arse on like regular TV.
You could probably Arseface. Yeah. But whatever. If you guys actually want to see what we're talking about, AMC has like a teaser trailer for that, which looks pretty cool. So yeah.
There's a comic that I started reading. It's an Image comic called Paper Girls. Have any of you guys read that at all?
I think Wheat told me to read that.
There's only like 3 issues out right now, I think, but it's cool. It's like set in either the 80s or the early 90s. I'm not sure. And it's
tentacles.
Huh?
Are there tentacles?
There are no tentacles yet, but there might be eventually. I don't know.
I wash my hands of this non-tentacle bullshit.
It like starts off with just this like badass group of girls who are all like, yeah, we're the paper girls. Boys can't mess with us. And then it turns supernatural like really fast, and you're like, what the fuck am I reading? But it's really cool. So
I'm back in now.
Yeah.
I was out, now I'm back in.
Paper Girls is the name of that?
Paper Girls.
I might have to read that. Have you read Girls?
No.
You should read Girls. It's really fucking
Is it about
weird.
girls?
It's about, I'm not even going to say what, just go read the book.
Okay.
Wheat got me into it. He's like, you just have to read Girls. And I was like, well, what's it about? And he's like, just go read the first step. Just go read it. Just go read the first comic. And I was like, all right, I did. And I'm like, yep, Girls is pretty good. It's
all right.
You should check it out. That's my
Girls.
comic book.
There's also a comic called The Boys.
Uh-huh.
Check that shit out. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke.
Really?
Actually, there is a comic called The Boys.
I just found it. Yeah, you're right. Oh, it's by Garth Ennis.
Yep, same guy.
Okay. All right, there you go. We'll check that out. We should probably talk about video games and/or streaming.
I know, whatever.
I mean, this is our AMA or Ask Us Anything episode, but we still played some games this past week, and there's actually, for whatever reason, yesterday, everyone like finished their weekly news cycle on Tuesday, and then it's just like, yeah, here's like a shit ton of fucking megaton announcements that we're just gonna drop in the middle of the night. The first of those
2 days ago, the biggest bomb that could have been dropped on us.
What was that? I don't.
Kojima's company.
Oh yeah.
Within like literally an hour, he was like, all right, I've left Konami. Also, Kojima Productions exists again, and we have a deal with Sony. Buckle up, buckaroos. And I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I was, that was like,
That's
we
all
were
Japanese.
all the entire, and I think yours was probably the same, JP, the entire Metal Gear Solid playthrough, all we were going is like, man, this guy needs his own, like, this guy needs to come back. We need to have more of this. Like, we need this guy making games. The world needs this man making games.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful announcement. It's
That's
beautiful.
his. Although that's a low res image on the stream. That's the logo still in work.
Looks almost Dark Soulsy.
Yeah,
As a gamer and as someone who's deep in the video game industry, I am happy. However, I don't think I've played a Kojima game since the first Solid.
You need to play the Metal Gear Solids, man.
I played the first one and it was awesome, and I haven't played one since. I played Revengeance, which obviously, wasn't him.
It's okay, and he did sign off on it, but it wasn't his.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I tried playing Revengeance. I was like,
So what has prevented you from ever doing like 2, 3, 4, and 5? Like you just never had the chance?
I just overlooked them. Just overlooked them. No, I would love to play some of them. Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like I can't give you a bit of shit for that because I was the exact same way before I did my Metal Gear Solid. I didn't even play the first one. I'd never touched the series before I did that.
Not like the NES one where I feel asleep.
No, I didn't do any of them. And then I think people started selling me on it, and I tried them, and holy shit, man! Like that, there's nothing else like it. Nothing else like it.
Okay.
Here's the high-res image.
I guess he's gonna work on a new IP. I think that was also discussed.
That was the which that's pretty exciting because like Metal Gear is great and all, and it's got a shit ton of lineage, but he can't make like a Metal Gear light. Like Metal Gear is great because of everything that comes with it, right? Like the entire history of Metal Gear.
So if I could like create my own alternate universe right now where exactly what I want would happen, I would love it if he was like, all right, Guillermo del Toro, Junji Ito, we were going to do a thing and it all got fucked up because of Konami. So let's try again. Let's just do whatever we want.
But look, that means
he's so excited.
I don't like that idea though, man.
That means he's going to make PT, and I don't want to play PT. It's too fucked up. Like, I don't want to play a scary game from Kojima.
You're not the market, JP. I'm the market.
You're right.
You didn't play.
This is your dream. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
You didn't play PT, JP?
My alternate universe.
No, I did. It was fucking terrifying.
It was terrifying.
It was
great, but it was terrifying.
It was fan-fucking-tastic, but if I see that fucking person, anytime I go into a house that has 2 stories and there's like a thing up top, I just immediately think that fucking girl like leaning over it, staring at me, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this house. I'm gonna go to a hotel, and I just walk out.
I'm afraid to look up and see like a fridge just suspended.
A fridge dripping blood, and you're like, well, good, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yep.
The funniest part too is that was literally a demo, and it's like one of the most impactful things to happen in a very, very long time, and probably one of the biggest things to happen in like the horror genre of video games. It's crazy.
I don't think has Junji Ito ever worked on a game before.
I don't know.
I think this was going to be the first game he was going to be part of, and Guillermo has tried to be part of a game for fucking ever, and it never works out. And I'm like, you are 2 people. Like Junji Ito is so good at body horror, and Guillermo is so good at just like creative, interesting monsters. And I'm like, why can't this fucking work just once? Why is this so hard?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he goes and makes like a cyber noir game or something like that. It goes back to like
that's exactly what I'm hoping.
Yeah, like a Zone of the Enders type deal, or I don't don't know. Maybe
I'd love to see
just fucking make something new. Like that's all I care about.
But dude, I would love to see Kojima take a strike at take a stab at like a Souls type game, something a little bit more with an emphasis on like the gameplay itself and the tactics and the strategy. Now, it will be really interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to see what the first announcement of the game type it is, like what genre it's going to be, because that's going to speak volumes about the direction he wants to go. And we may see something from him that we've never seen before because his hands were tied by Konami. So it's kind of crazy the amount of different things we can see from this. It's going to be cool.
That's a good point. Is like for working on a series as long as he did with Metal Gear, like he's probably got to have so many fucking ideas for like something that he wants to work on in terms of a new idea or a new game. I bet you it's just I bet you just has like a binder like this thick, of just endless ideas.
The binder of broken dreams.
He's just gonna go like pull and be like, yeah, this looks good, and starts working on it.
Something really awful inside of me wants his first like game just to tank.
Really? Well, yeah.
I just want like everybody to be like really anticipating. It's like finally he gets to like his own Vision Studio. It's like gonna be great. It's all out of his own, and then it's just a shit game.
It's like a mobile game ripoff of Candy Crush or something.
No, he's just gonna make another.
Just like
it's another TF2 clone. That's what the new Kojima game.
I just want to see the
Please.
cries on Twitter.
He comes out with an FPS MOBA. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's an FPS MOBA. Exactly. That's it.
There it
He's
is.
like,
You're welcome,
announcing-
Kojima. That one's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
One of the things that was up on, I think, in some of the job apps, in terms of people were like wondering what engine it was going to be on, and I think in one of the job applications it says Knowledge and Unreal 4 is needed. So I guess they're going to be using
Nice.
UE4.
It'll have good graphics at least.
Yeah, that's not announced or anything or official, but that was one of the big takeaways from because they have a bunch of job listings on their website, but.
And
Yeah.
we might get something that's worth it on the PS4, which would be great.
Well, they also said console exclusive, so it
That is
could
probably why
still come to
Sony's
PC.
Yeah.
But that means it'll be made for consoles, so it'll look like that. If you're into someone, or sorry, if you're in one of those people that cares about something like that, I could see why you would be upset.
The total biscuit.
He was really upset about it. Although he
God,
might have
sorry.
he might have just been going with the off
No,
opinion.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, console exclusives. I mean,
It's the
I
dumbest it gets.
understand. It's like when what was it? Rolling Stone put out an album and it was just sold in like Best Buy or Walmart or whatever. It's like they relegated themselves to one fucking store to sell their thing, and it seems counterproductive.
They should come up with some kind of act, some kind of industry standard where it's just agreed that if you sign up to this standard, that every game that signs up to that standard will be made for your system. So it's like some kind of fair play console system, you know? So you'd never have to worry about that shit when you pick up that console.
Yeah.
Because man, dude, that like the Tomb Raider thing. Why is the Tomb Raider? I mean, PlayStation isn't seeing this until the end of the year. They're waiting like 6+ months to give this game for them. That's how do you even do that? Like, there's no question. It's a technical thing. So it's crazy how much politics are influencing that. It's horrible.
Yeah. So it says a since deleted Q&A article. This is on IGN, an update on their site. A since deleted Q&A article on Medium published by Sony, by PlayStation Europe community manager explained that Kojima's game would come to PC after PlayStation 4. We've contacted Kojima Productions for additional information. So
Time
Oh,
exclusive.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Not
it's
exclusive.
then.
yeah. So there
Okay.
you go. There you go.
Still sucks that it's like one system first and then everything else second.
Completely.
Yeah. But what a get for PlayStation, right? Like.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
it's
signed
crazy.
with Sony. Like, if they weren't getting something out of signing him, it would make no sense.
And
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, with everything that I've seen that has been crowdfunded, like, why didn't he go that route?
That's
Because everybody's fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
Everybody hates
but Kickstarter
crowdfunded games.
They're
Kickstarters
not
are
sick
so
of it. Did you see Mystery Science Theater get $6 million?
and Star Citizen
Of
just recently
which
passed
I-
$1 million and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
of which I
Absolutely.
backed.
Yeah. But no, with Kickstarter, like you never get constrained by that. It removes corporations from the equation. If anything, I'd love to see more people do that stuff. And like the further away we can get from the people trying to do the console exclusives, the better. In my no question. And Kickstarter's like the avenue to take to do that. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of games like Crowfall just passed 6 million, I think, and that was huge. Camelot Unchained is also doing really good. But
Where is
Did,
Psychonauts at?
What's the update on Psychonauts?
Yeah. I can never fucking remember. What is the website? The Fubi Fub? What?
Fig.
There you go. Okay, yeah. They're at 2.7 million. 27 days left. It's 83% funded. So yeah, that's gonna get funded. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, I'm
Wow.
glad that they didn't. I'm glad at the end of the video they weren't just like, yeah, and you can go fund it right now on Kickstarter. that would have been great.
Like, but never mind.
But what? No. Tell what?
He's like heavily associated with Fig. Like, he was able to change the date, like the end date for his crowdfunding. Like,
Wait, he changed the date?
yeah, he changed it. And also,
I didn't know that.
he's had 2 games crowdfunded at this point that were both not failures, but were not what people wanted.
Oh yeah, no, he has a terrible track record. We've talked about that before. Yeah, I know that Jesse has instilled in you how fucked up Schaefer is.
no, dude, I saw a surprisingly amount of hate from chat when we were just talking about Kickstarter. I thought that was something most people were kind of behind, but it's clear most people are not.
I think everybody's really jaded at this point because there's this weird,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people will look at a Kickstarter and say that game looks cool, but there's that super thick icing of cynicism on everyone now, where it's like, but will it actually get made? Will they actually do everything that they say they're going to do? Like, are they actually going to keep us informed on the process of making the game? Like, are they going to just disappear? Like, so many problems have happened up to this point that I think for the most part, people are like, yes, I love you as a developer. And yes, I think that you can make fantastic games. But without a company breathing down your neck, when it's just us expecting you to make a game, are you actually going to give us the product?
That's a good point.
And I'm actually glad you brought that up, because I was like, what is with the salt with Kickstarter? If you don't like it, don't fund it. But it's from the people who've actually funded shit, not got anything out of it.
No,
Yeah.
I get now. I'm glad you brought that up.
So, but like, for instance, though, so you guys are totally fine behind like the Wasteland 2s, where it's like Wasteland 2 went up on Kickstarter, got funded, 6 months later with full updates and everything. They released an awesome product, and Wasteland 2 has been a lot of people's.
I think with a game like that, Wasteland 2 would have never happened.
Yeah,
Except for it being crowdfunded. A game like Psychonauts 2, although the narrative publicly is that it wouldn't have happened, you could probably get someone to buy into a version of Psychonauts 2 from like a major publisher eventually. I would think.
but it's like the Batman that wasn't Rockstar? No. That wasn't the third Batman wasn't from the original company.
Right, yeah. Whatever it was called.
Arkham City. No.
Arkham Knight.
No, Arkham Knight was from
Arkham Origins.
Yes.
Origins was not from.
Oh, got it.
From isn't it Rockstar?
I don't think it's Rockstar.
Fuck, whatever.
Rockstar makes GTA.
No, I know.
GTA, yeah.
Rocksteady is
Rocksteady
the.
was Rocksteady. Thank you.
Okay.
But the first two were made by Rocksteady. The third one wasn't, and everybody fucking hated it.
Yeah.
And they bought the rights to do the thing, and that's like if someone bought Psychonauts, a beloved game, and made it without, the heart and soul behind it, it might just fucking suck.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's possible. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it comes out. Like that's the type of thing where I don't really. I will play that game, but I would play that game and buy it when it's out there. I'm not going to fund it or anything like that.
That is a really good point, though, because, and I think we actually talked about this in a previous episode, JP, about Star Citizen. Pillars of Eternity 2, fodder. It was another good Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
When you a lot of times when you hear about games coming out or game releases, you'll hear from the interviews later from the developers that, yeah, man, we had to put in 80-hour weeks last month, and we had to do all this work, and I had to skip a holiday and stuff like that. And with a Kickstarter, it's like you completely remove the need to do that. The company's already made their money. They already know their success. So it's like they don't have that fire under them to actually deliver the product. That's the same thing we were saying about Star Citizen, where it's like they have so much money now that it's not in their interest to get the product out quicker. The longer they're developing, the more money they're making. They're already making money, more than they possibly could selling it almost. It's like
and Zeke, this is to you. I got asked because every time we talk about Star Citizen, apparently we just fuck it up. Apparently nothing we say is like accurate on any level whatsoever. And so I got asked in 2016 to bring someone on from Star Citizen and have like a Star Citizen show and figure out what the fuck that game is.
I am
on all
1,000% on board.
Okay.
Not only that, though, and this is actually really big. We have talked a lot about Star Citizen on this show. A lot. We've
a lot.
We've said bad things. We've had discussions about what they're doing. They're doing a lot of unique stuff, so it's a great thing to talk about. But here's the deal. PTU is out. So if you're a Star Citizen backer, you can go play Star Citizen right now. I have an icon on my desktop right here. Zeke can see it for Star Citizen. You can play this game right now. So if you've ever had questions about it, if you've ever wanted to check it out, if you're wondering the state of it, you can actually play it now.
Yeah, Alpha 2.0 just came out.
Yep. I've installed it. I haven't even had a chance to play it yet.
To be honest, I don't know what is in that game. Like, I know what's in that game, that there's like space and stuff like that, but I don't know, like, when you click on the game, what the fuck do you do? Like, do you just go, well, guess got to spend some money and buy this shit, but then you give them $100? Like, how does it work? Like, what do you do?
I think right now, I haven't played it yet. Again, which would be great to have a good guy on. But right now, I think it's like missions and stuff. Like you can do pirate missions and you can fly out and defend areas. Like it's a very, very light demonstration of the engine and picking your plane and flying the plane you bought. There's a first-person component right now. So like when you start the game, you run around on a space station and shit. You have to actually like run to your plane dock and get into your plane, and then you fly off. And so, yeah, I mean, it's there. People have in the past said the Star Citizen isn't doing anything. It's very clear they're doing something, and you can go look right now at what they're doing.
Is there a lot of people stream it? Well, let me look to see.
There
the
have been a
Star
few
Citizen.
people streaming it.
Oh,
but it's been
Lyric's
very
playing it
awesome.
literally right now.
Lyric's
Or
playing
was.
it. There you go.
He was playing under. He's playing under Star Citizen, but he's actually gonna check it out right now. So there you go.
There you go.
Wait, there's a
go
lot of
watch
people
him.
under
Keep
that.
watching us.
Oh, there's the holiday live stream happening. Wow, so that's pretty funny. Star Citizen is doing their holiday live stream 2015 right now with 12K viewers. Lyric is streaming Star Citizen to 26,000. It's just rooting their
Don't
holiday
watch
live
either
stream.
of them. Watch us.
Yeah, I shouldn't be
Don't
putting other
leave
streams,
us.
but it's funny as shit. I love when that type of stuff happens. But yeah, that's something we got to do in 2016 because I know next to nothing about Star Citizen.
I'm totally down, man. It's one of the biggest gaming initiatives that the world has ever seen. We could easily devote a whole episode to that for sure.
Yeah, we could sell out and devote a whole 100. They got 100 million. Like that, some of that money could come to us.
So easily we could get a couple mil. For
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it could be easy. It could be easy.
I'm so bad today at this, Zeke. I'm sorry.
I don't. I'll find some other worth. Oh yeah, there was the Dodger talked to us about the Smash news.
Well, Bayonetta was announced as the newest downloadable character for Smash. So she has her original costume, her Bayonetta 2 costume, and a costume that turns her into Jean, which is a totally different Bayonetta character.
Is that the blonde character?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I loved Bayonetta 2, so I'm kind of excited to see Bayonetta just as a character persist in general. But yeah, I know a lot of people are really pissed that Goku wasn't the one, and that makes me laugh.
Who the fuck is Corrin?
Corrin?
She's another new character that was added to Smash Brothers.
Corrin?
Corrin, Corrin.
Wait
Is
a
this
second,
a
wasn't
Fire
that on a
Emblem
fan
or something?
vote?
Oh, it might be Fire Emblem. I never played.
Chat will tell us soon.
Hold on. I thought the characters were added in on a fan-based vote, though.
Oh, it was a vote, but you got to put your fingers up and do the quotes.
Yeah, a fan-based vote. Exactly. That's what I just did. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Fire Emblem.
It was like
Oh,
a
it's
show
from
with
Fire Emblem.
celebrity judges, and they get to vote on who wins.
Exactly.
And Goku didn't win. I'm shocked. Shocked out of my mind.
No, you think it was? He thought I was going back to the Intel thing.
Oh. Oh.
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about I was watching like I think it was Last Comic Standing or something,
Yeah.
and they had a big blow up on that show. Because of,
I wonder how much it would
Voting.
cost to actually get Goku and just like what is that license? What is the actual monetary value attached to Goku if he was to
They
be
keep-
put into Smash? There's got to
They
be a
keep
lot of
adding
money that has to
characters
exchange.
who aren't directly associated with Nintendo, and I feel like that's so weird. Like, they've got Ryu from Street Fighter in there now. They've got Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. I just think it's weird, man.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a. I don't know. They're probably trying to
It
get
was in
people.
Kingdom Hearts, you big dumb. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. They're probably just trying to get
Next
people in
character
from the other
added is
games.
Saitama. Done.
Yes,
Saitama.
put One Punch Man in the game. I'll buy it.
There you go.
I've never played Smash. I'd buy it if they did.
Smash Brothers new character
Don't
Master Chief.
That's how you
Yes,
get the
please.
Xbox market for sure. For sure.
That'd be great. I want to see Solid Snake in that.
Isn't he already in there?
Smash Brothers.
Is he? I don't play Smash.
I was gonna say, wait, am I crazy?
Yeah.
I'm taking over for Ko now. He
Why
is
is
no
he in there?
longer
Wait a
now
second.
allowed to use the mic.
Really? Oh, well, I guess Konami makes. Okay, that makes.
The original Metal Gear was a Nintendo
Yeah,
game,
a
right?
NES game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. SNES. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know who I'd love to see in Smash? Mario.
Mario's it? No, he's.
Womp, 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 womp.
How many Marios are in there? Super Smash Bros.
That was a purposeful joke, JP. Get the net.
I know. I'm
JP's
just
like-
curious. I had to think. I don't play Smash at all. I've played it like maybe 6 hours in my entire life. Oh, there's Baby Mario. There's the normal Mario.
I will only play Smash Brothers if I'm in the same room as someone I'm playing with,
Yeah.
so I can do physical harm to them.
Yeah, I'm a
after I
slapper.
lose,
I don't
that's
slap
physical
faces,
harm.
but like if I'm playing a couch game next to somebody and they're beating me, I'll like smack their leg just out of like this weird impulse of just like, no, stop.
Yeah.
So don't play games with me.
So
is
you
what I'm
cheat.
saying.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I wait until the round is over. Like Tower
Oh,
Fall, right?
okay.
We'll be playing, and if they win, then I get upset and I do some of those.
Jesus. I'll try to. I don't think there's any. I mean, a bunch of other news like Just Cause 3 got a patch. Rainbow Six got a patch.
Speaking of which, I haven't played it since then. What did it do?
Since Rainbow Six patched, let's click on it. I've read a little bit of it, so there's actually a pretty good amount of changes. There's new visual content. The DLC Ultra HD texture pack is now available for PC players.
For $6.99.
It's not. You don't buy that, do you?
No, I would.
Yeah,
hope not.
I would be really upset if you buy that. I wonder how good that looks though, because the game, it runs pretty all right. I think I got
the game runs great. The biggest issues, no question, have been forming and actually getting in on a party, and then and then the netcode. There's been some little issues with the netcode.
Yeah.
But
so they changed.
Did they say anything about joining up with friends or you play fixes?
There's a bunch of other changes right here. So hit registration, fix bugs on replication, and kill cam. Yeah. Pawn rotation latency, shield positioning with repelling, shooting and moving with repelling, kill cam. Updated server tick rate for PC, intermittent and temporary, so that's a good one. There's some playlist changes, not that big. Ranked matchmaking improvements, other matchmaking improvements, balancing player comfort, and increase the amount of characters available in the chat box from 32 to 128. Is that a big deal, Co? Okay. And then the glass scope visibility was enhanced.
Oh, glasses scope. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Those are some good changes. Great. I've been playing that game a lot lately.
I saw that. A lot of people. It's one of the. To be honest, it's actually one of the only games from like Q4 that still garners a pretty big audience to watch it.
Yeah. No, I've been blown away by the numbers, and especially the new viewers.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six. And it was one of those things where I played it for a few hours and I kind of was okay with it. And then I started unlocking more operators and it became a little bit more fun. And then I learned you could get gun attachments and shit. And it's just been like more and more and more. And now it's to the point where I think I did an entire stream of it yesterday, 4 hours, a few days before that. And I'm actually going to be playing it in the afternoons. I play Mass Effect stuff in the morning now, and I'm going to be doing afternoons of Rainbow Six. I'm having a great time in there. I played with Fairlight and Timac and a few guys yesterday.
Oh, yeah, they get into it.
Total blast.
Were you in their streamer matches? I saw they were doing streamer matches last night.
No. I don't do night stuff normally.
Okay.
But So but during the day I played with them for a while, and it was a lot of fun. Had a really good time.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the. I played, like I said, the bot stuff, and then I kind of dipped out of it. But I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to jumping back into it. But it is weird, like how we were talking about. It's of all the games to come out in Q4, this is the one that still gets viewership. Because like
you just lift it up, dude.
You can stream Witcher 3 right now and get no viewers. You could stream like Metal Gear, get no viewers. You could stream Fallout, probably get like okay viewership, not like super amazing.
Thanks to Streamer House keeping it going.
Yeah. But you can stream Rainbow Six and get like pretty good. Like Fairlight's he's been killing it with the game. You've been doing really good.
Rainbow Six is there, and there's some, and this is a tip for new streamers. Rainbow Six has some times right now where there is like no major streamer playing it, and you see channels with like 10 to 1 viewers to follows.
Yep.
And that is almost every few days. Like you'll just tune in at early hours and see that. It's pretty nuts.
Yep.
It's a great game for new viewers, right? Or new streamers right now.
Have you checked this out at all, Dodger? Only
no,
watched it?
I haven't even touched it, and I haven't watched other people play it either. I guess it must be really interesting to watch other people play it since the viewership is so good.
Well, I think it just gets tense very, very quick. Like I don't actually. I said it. I guess there's nothing to add on there. It just gets tense very quick. Like,
well, and it's like it's so team based, right? Like you have to have some pretty good communication in order to be successful.
Yes.
So that probably adds a layer of tension too. If you're like, why is no one listening to me?
And not only that, but significantly increases the quality of people you play with. Like I have yet, and of course I'm sure this will happen now that I've said it. In the 3 days I've been playing it, and all day yesterday, I have not gotten a single troll. Like every single person has been either like trying to win and working with the team, or trying to help other people get to that level. It's been awesome. Like at one point I was in with a guy who was literally schooling everyone. Like he started around and he goes, okay, if you don't know your operator, let me know and I'll give you a quick rundown on what you should do. Okay, I need you guys to reinforce this walls because that's going to prevent them from coming through. The things they can get through this wall are this charge, and this charge, but only if you're this guy can you get through this wall. Come over here. See where I'm
Oh, that
pointing?
was a beautiful kill, Co. That was great. That was awesome.
Oh, is that what the C4?
Yeah, you throw the C4 up there.
Dude, that was probably one of my best kills. I'm glad you for showing that, JP.
That was great.
But it's really cool. Like there's so much to this game that's more than just run and gun. Run and gunners get taken out quickly. They're either
I'm
absolutely
sure.
amazing and they get all the kills, which is sometimes happens, or they just get completely destroyed. So you see people, you know, asking questions, working together. Hey, is this all clear? Okay, I'm gonna wait here. All right, I'll guard this door. And
Oh, yeah, because the whole point is to be tactical, right?
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
the whole point of the game.
so yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's been really fun and it's definitely held my interest. People keep asking me, is it worth buying it? I have officially approached 30 hours. And my whole thing is $2 value. If I feel like I can get a quality hour of entertainment for $2 for the price, that's when I pull the trigger and say, you know what, I recommend this game. I played Rainbow Six for 30 hours. I paid 60 for it. I know I'm going to play it again.
Yeah.
So officially to me, it's worth it. It's worth it at this point.
I think I put
If you like
20
that
hours into the AI stuff. I didn't even touch multiplayer. So there's
Are you
other avenues
scared?
to play.
Are you scared of other players?
No, I enjoyed fighting the AI more.
And you, JP, I watched some of your streams. I haven't even touched that side of the game yet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. So it's like that's this whole little other side of the game that I haven't even scratched into yet that I know I'm gonna like when I do. But it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
It's a good time. What else have you been playing? You started your Mass Effect. What prompted the Mass Effect playthrough?
I kind of wanted to get a Mass Effect franchise playthrough on YouTube and up before Andromeda, which I'm really hyped for. I can't wait for Andromeda next year. So I decided to kind of, you know, do a viewer's choice thing. They vote on my sex, my background, my class, every major decision, you know, if I'm Paragon or Renegade. And I started that this morning, and I got to say, I was blown away.
Never
by the
played it
reception.
before?
Oh, I played it before.
Okay.
I played it, but I had actually not played it with mods. I did not know that there were mods for this game
Yeah.
that could turn Mass Effect 1 into like an almost better looking Mass Effect 3. Like it's incredible what these mods do.
Yep.
And not only that, the reception of the viewers, there are a lot of people out there that like watching Mass Effect. I had over 9,000 viewers.
People are super into Mass
Mass
Effect. Yeah.
Effect 1. It was blowing me away. So and everyone that was in there was like talking about how much they loved the series or how they, you know, always appreciated it or were giving me tips on where to go. And like, it was really, really cool. And all I hear all the time is that people like 2 and 3 better. So
Yeah, like
lot of
fuck,
fun
man. Mass Effect 1 is rough. It.
but look how good this guy looks.
Oh no, the HD textures
Yeah.
are amazing.
Garrus and Rex particularly, they look straight out of 3.
Yeah.
I was seriously blown away by how good they look.
They do.
And
Wow, look at that.
4 gigabyte patches in, so there's 4 gig textures now. Everything runs at 60 FPS the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks right.
And to be honest, I personally I'm a big RPG guy, and Mass Effect 1 has like probably the most RPG elements out of all of them. So even though it's the first one, playing it with these new graphics, and also I'm playing a full Renegade playthrough,
Nice.
which
Nice.
holy shit is
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's a lot of fun.
Is awesome.
It's always more fun being a complete dick in these games.
Dude, well, not only that, this game rewards you for it. Like
Yeah.
at the very beginning of the game, you like do this fight, and you know these people hide during the fight. So you can go up to the people that hid, and they're like, "Yeah, yo, so you hid," and they're like, "Yeah, we did." And I'm like, "Yeah, y'all are cowards. You know that, right? Didn't you have any weapons?" And some guy was like, "Well, I had a gun." And then I can intimidate him. Why don't you give me your gun? You're clearly not going to use it. Boom,
Yeah.
got a brand new pistol. I was like, "Shit, awesome!" And then I like walk down the road, and some other guy comes out from behind some canisters or something, and I'm like, "Yeah, hey, thanks for the help during that fight, dingus." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to protect this thing." Well, a lot of good you did. How about you give it to me? /intimidate. Boom, got a new shield. I was like, "What is going on here?" Like I'm being the total asshole, and I'm getting more loot than I ever would have going Paragon. So yeah, it really is like
Not necessarily.
I've done a Paragon run.
There's a persuasion that you can do.
Yeah, it's lame though.
And oh,
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm
okay.
doing full Renegade, and yeah, it's.
I am
great.
glad you're doing FemShep.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
FemShep.
Voted by the
Femshep
fans.
agrees, yeah.
They wanted the Mass Effect fans wanted FemShep. So
FemShep, best shep, in my opinion.
I agree
Yep,
too.
yep,
I
agree.
think yeah.
Yep.
All agree. I saw you played for 3 hours and 19 minutes. Did you get off the Citadel?
no, we are on the Citadel. Yeah, still
Yeah,
working through there.
you're gonna
Got a
be
little bit
stuck
to
on
go.
it.
Just got Rex. So we're
Okay.
about to go and have some fun with him. I got the and I've already announced we're doing the Garius romance. So
Okay.
that was a lot of people. That was a very important point of contention. As someone said earlier, I need to know if he's romancing Garius so I can unfollow now or later. So it was kind of like, oh, great, okay.
Stop saying Garius.
It's Garrus.
Garrus. Yeah, there's no I.
Why did I think there was an I in there? It's
Oh.
Garrus. But anyway, so
No, just keep
so-
saying curious, please.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Rex.
But yeah, dude, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to keep going with it. It's cool.
Good
So.
stuff. Anything else besides Rainbow Six, Mass Effect? You played Ghost in the I saw a Ghost in the Shell VOD. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. God, I left before it was available. I wanted to play that.
Yeah, I've tried Ghost in the Shell. It's Ghost in the Shell standalone complex First Assault. And
That's
it
the
is based on the
full
Ghost
name
in
of
the
the
Shell
game.
anime,
Series.
which is awesome. One of
The
my
series, though.
the
right?
series,
Yeah.
the series. Yeah, it's Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. One of my favorite animes. I love. There are very few animes out there that can get that political and still be interesting. And I absolutely love the commentary. It's a great anime. If you've never seen it, go watch it. It's great.
It looks like Rainbow.
It's very COD-ish.
That's
it's
Rainbow
a little
Six.
It's got the speed of COD.
Okay.
Got some of the. It's got a little bit of flavor with the Ghost in the Shell stuff. Like you pick a character from the show, and they all have like abilities. One has a wrist rocket launcher. The one I had. One had like stealth. One can see enemies through walls. And then there's a couple game modes that kind of showcase a little bit. Like in one of them, you hack a station.
JP, go back.
Oh
Go back
God.
a little bit.
To what?
Keep going.
What do you? I mean,
Little bit,
what are
keep
you
going. There,
specifically
that.
looking for?
Look at that.
The victory
What is
screen?
look at the hair on that guy.
Oh! I was
He
like,
has hair.
That's my hair beanie.
Look at that.
That's what I wear when I want a more natural look.
You look like you're about to start singing for the monkeys. You look like a little bit like Davy Jones. Like if you shaved, I could totally see you. Like, nice, dude.
I got a lot of Peter Dinklages.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
a
can
little
see
bit.
it.
Especially how low your head is
Yeah.
on the screen.
and
Yeah.
a lot of when did the guy that made meth get hair? I got that a lot too.
Yeah, I could see if you got an RV. Yeah,
When did Gordon
Yeah.
Freeman become a damn hippie? I got a lot of those.
Oh,
a little bit.
you know what? At least you get good comparisons.
so
I
this-
get called Zach Galifianakis like all day.
Oh.
Yeah, you get good comparisons.
I mean,
You
that's
get,
not that bad.
Gordon Freeman, I
He's-
get like Zach
That's pretty
Galifianakis or the fat guy from that one show.
I get Haley Williams a lot. Like a lot. The lead singer from Paramore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't use a camera, so I don't get any of that. It's pretty great.
So fuck it. Is this the new Ghost in the Shell game?
I
Yes,
guess,
this came
yeah.
out like literally 3 days ago.
So the first time that I saw the trailer for this game, they used Imagine Dragons in the background, and I decided that I was going to boycott it.
What song did they
I
use?
saw that too. Yes. Slow mo.
But yeah, but it's actually pretty good.
It's okay. Now it's made by the same company that made Blacklight Retribution. They're kind of like
Oh.
there's an interesting discussion to have about companies like this because what they're called is a genre treadmills. So they take like a base type of game, like a first-person competitive shooter, and it has like
Okay.
its own little framework and stuff, and then they can take that and put it in a bunch of different types of games. So if you look at this game, if you play Blacklight Retribution, it's very similar in a lot of ways. It's just got the skin of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
Interesting.
So it's like they're reskinning the entire game from the ground up, but they all have kind of like the same formula. So
Huh.
that's kind of where we are with this. If you're a huge Ghost in the Shell fan, if you love it and you're a kind of a fan of COD and you like that kind of gameplay, and more importantly, you don't mind a cash shop game, which this is, unfortunately, then you'll probably like this game. It's going to be fun for some people, but for me, I played it for about 2.5 hours, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to go play some Rainbow Six, and I never looked back.
What plat is it? Steam? Is that the platform it's on?
Get on Steam right now for I think $4, $5 to let you be in the early access right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The
Interesting.
game there were a couple fun game modes. Like there was a almost like a terrorist counter-terrorist CS style of bombing thing where there's 2 bomb sites and the terrorist would like plant the bomb and then you would have to defuse it. But it was in the same style where if you die, you're out that round. And a lot of games are kind of hesitant about doing that because they want, the action up all the time. So always respawning and stuff. So it's kind of cool to play that in the Ghost in the Shell universe. But after you kind of get over that little kind of initial excitement of, hey, I'm playing Ghost in the Shell, it's kind of like, and that was fun.
Interesting.
No, there's nothing in the game that makes it stand alone.
That's too complex.
Goof, goof, scoops, 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 scoops.
I don't know what. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways. Well, cool. Dodger, what have you been playing lately and streaming and doing, etc.?
Well, I finally played Guilty Gear Xrd, and that game is so anime. It's incredible.
You played a fighting game?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that game is super fun. I like some. I don't like the way that throws work in that game. I don't like that there isn't just a throw button. But I get it because they already have like two separate buttons that are basically like power up buttons or like your burst buttons.
What do you do then if throws aren't normal?
In throws, it's I'm trying to remember. So like if you're up in the air and somebody jumps at you, I think you can aim at them and hit light attack and throw them. Something along those lines. So it kind of works the way that counters work in some fighting games where it's like you have to sort of meet them head on in order to throw them, which is kind of hard for me to time out. But I've been playing it with one of my friends who played it before it was like officially released here, and he's super into it. And yeah, it's really fun. I like that all of the characters are mega weird, and apparently the story mode of that game is set up kind of like a visual novel. They give you a heads up. They're like, this isn't the story mode of this game is not going to have fighting in it. Like, they're just like, sorry, if you want to know what's going on with the characters, feel free, but you're not going to fight in this. We're just going to tell you the story of the game if you want to know it. So yeah,
I'm just gonna watch this random stream playing it. So here's some free shout out, Panda Gaming.
I had a couple problems getting my fight stick to work with it.
You're playing PC?
Yeah. I have an 8-arc. Normally it works totally fine with games, but I had to like kind of restart the game a couple of times before it finally recognized that I had a fight stick. But yeah, once I had it in there, it was totally fine. The matchmaking system is a little bit weird. I guess it's to keep you from counterpicking somebody. But before you even go into a lobby for a game or to like find somebody to fight against, you have to pick your character. Yeah, you have to pick a character before you even go in there, which I think is kind of, I don't know, kind of weird. But I guess once you're in a lobby, then you can choose a character after you've played your first game. And
these guys have crazy intro. That was amazing. There was like
the intros are fantastic. But like there's I can't remember what it's called, but there's a way for you to use all of your like burst power in order to basically do a one-hit kill. But it's really difficult to pull off. And if you do it, that has like a crazy big intro too. All of the characters are really specific. There's a character named Faust who is so fun to watch. He's like mega, mega, mega weird. I'm trying to remember the name.
Isn't there a guy in a bed or like a bed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bedman. Bedman is the guy. His English voice is terrible. Well, actually, it's not as bad as there's a guy who's supposed to be British, and he's like the Tracer of this game, where you're just like, no, what am I listening to?
Wait, so hold on, what's the bed? What's the guy in the bed story?
Oh, I don't know the story.
Oh, damn it!
I've only done it. I've only fought.
I want to know why the fuck he's a bed. Like well, it's a literal bed, right?
He isn't. He's in a bed that has like lots of different tools that come out of it. So he's basically a robot, but he's like strapped into this bed machine that attacks you.
So let's make up his own. I feel like he's a bed that's he's an assassin. Because that's like a great way to get someone, right? You morph into the bed in their hotel room.
Sure.
And then they just sleep in it, and then you just like pull out a fucking knife and stab him as the bed.
Wait, is he a dude in a bed?
He's a dude on a bed. So he's not just
I don't think it's an actual bed, JP.
Damn it! This game sucks! They could have gone the distance. And they fucked it up. They could have gone the distance.
I think he's supposed to be the like hyper intellectual character. I think he's like a mad scientist sort of character.
Oh, okay.
There's a dude who's a dead guy who's been possessed by a shadow, and he's used in competitive play a lot.
Oh.
And There's a girl who fights with her hair.
Good God.
Yeah, that was
It's great.
some pretty good cleavage shot there.
Oh,
she wants to marry this person. She mentioned honeymoon. Oh, you're not done
Yeah.
yet, Zeke. Zeke,
If they didn't
continue
use that as a voiceover, it's a travesty.
on.
My favorite though, there's a rock and roll witch girl. She's actually really, really fun to fight with because like her ranged attacks look like waveforms. It's super cool, but every line that she has is super overly sexual.
Nice.
And there's a move. One of Faust's like final moves is he does the like Kakashi fingers up the butt thing. Where he
Okay.
just like positions and goes, woo, and then you like shoot off. And if you do it to her, she's like super into it.
Nice. I like when fighting game
hilarious.
characters have interactions with other characters that's specific to that character. That's cool.
Very specific. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool.
JP's like, butt stuff.
Was this?
Oh,
Hold on. Is this guy's name is Axel Lowe, and he looks like Axl Rose.
Axel
Yeah,
Lowe
yeah.
is the British guy. He's the one with the terrible British accent.
Oh.
I was into him, and now, wow, this guy just got destroyed. I was gonna say bodied,
Was there
so the
just a
fighting
little
game community
3D
was like,
turn
"Oh, this guy
there for a
gets it."
second?
He just got bodied.
Yeah, there's
When
a
you-
little bit of a turn. Yeah.
When you do like special moves, yeah, it'll like angle the camera in certain ways to sort of add this really interesting depth. That's why this game, I watch Evo every year, and every time they play Guilty Gear, I'm just like, this is so fun to watch because it's so dynamic,
Yeah.
you know? So yeah.
So many colors and flashing lights.
Yeah.
So much weeb trash all in one place. I love it.
I want to. Oh yeah. See, it does that turn stuff. I think this game last year won a shit ton of like Game of the Year awards for like best looking because that turn thing that you just saw, everyone like lost their shit over because it is like
no,
such
it's
a
really cool. It's a very cool feature. And the chat's mentioning the characters are all in 3D.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why the screen just shook. That was odd at the
Can't
end.
help myself.
Dodger, what else you been playing? Of note, besides Guilty
Well,
Gear.
there's been a giant hole in my life since Overwatch ended.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
I didn't expect myself to get as into that game as I did, but holy shit,
You
I was
played
playing
a lot.
I was playing it every day. Every
Yeah.
single day I would come home and be like, I need to relax. And I'd play Overwatch. It became like this game that I always wanted to be playing. So yeah.
So you're just kind of filling the void.
Yeah, I'm really happy that they announced that any characters they come up with in the future are gonna be free, like,
Yeah.
along with the
Whoa,
price
really?
of buying the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good
that's
on Blizzard, man. I didn't hear that. That's big.
Yeah, they said if you buy the game with the base price, then any new characters that they release are going to just be added to the roster automatically as an update.
So are they going to do like map packs or deals? Like, what are they going to do? Any DLC at all, or what is?
I don't think
don't think
they
they've
say that they
said.
were going to do cosmetic stuff like skins?
They have skins. Yeah, they have skins. They already have. They already showed like 5 or 6 skins.
I got you, man.
Yeah, Tracer has an alternate like Air Force skin.
They honestly picked the worst heroes. Like none of the heroes they're the worst heroes because I don't play them. That's the only.
I think a lot of people were excited to have a skin where Reaper, it's like old Reaper, like before he became
Oh yeah,
a
that's
dead
right.
Reaper character.
Let me see if I can find that.
What were the other ones? Oh, fucking Widowmaker.
These are
course.
the. Oh, this is low res. Where's a high res image of this? Well,
Nothing for my junk babies, but that's fine.
oh yeah, you're a
Fine.
big Junkrat player.
I love Junkrat. I love
this
him
is-
so much.
This is low res. I apologize. That's Farah. That's Reaper. That's Tracer. That's Soldier 76, and then that's Bastion. Those are some. of the
Wow,
skins they
so
announced.
Reaper without a mask.
Well, it's Reaper who's a guy. Yeah, like
That's cool.
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
a Spec Ops looking guy.
Super cool. It's him
like
when
Bear.
because in the lore Reaper started Overwatch, so I think it's like him when he
Oh.
and Soldier 76 started Overwatch.
I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
I'm trying to think what else I've even.
I can tell you what you streamed recently.
Yeah.
You streamed.
You can ask me, JP. It's okay.
No, we'll get to you last as always, Zeke. 'Cause I don't want to talk to you.
Why do I always have to go last?
We'll go
do you
first.
make me feel
Look,
like a
in
second-class
2016, January is all about making New Year's resolutions. It's 2016, you can always go first.
What?
I'll always ask him first what he's been playing.
There you go.
Thank you, JP.
Done and done.
What is your New Year's resolution gonna be? Like,
It's
be
to
less
always
of a
make
shit?
Zeke go first and drop frames. There you go.
As long as
That's
JP
it.
phrases
The
it as making Zeke go first, he feels okay about it.
Yeah, as long as I'm the one. Yeah, exactly. Dodger gets it.
Yeah.
You stream Don't Starve.
Oh yeah,
Oh, did you
Shipwrecked.
play the new one? Yeah, how is it?
Shipwrecked is actually really fun. I always hit this wall in Don't Starve where I'm like, okay, I can stay alive. Like I'm able to collect food pretty easily, and like, I have good enough weapons where things aren't going to kill me right away. And the problem is in survival games, I don't have this urge to like build a base. Right?
Yeah.
Like I never have this urge to just like keep going and try to unlock everything and learn how to make cooler and cooler stuff. Like I hit this weird wall where I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? And I think what's nice about Shipwrecked is that when I'm not sure what to do or I'm not interested in settling down and building a base, I can just hop in my rowboat and go to another island and be like, I wonder what's on this island, right? Like it has more of an exploration feel for me, because a lot of times in regular Don't Starve, I panic and I'm like, I need to just like find a place to settle down so that I have a home base that I can always come back to, right? But in Shipwrecked, it's like, all right, I'm gonna break everything, grab all my gold, and then just get the fuck out of here and go to a different island, right? And sometimes it bites you in the butt. There are definitely islands where it's like, oh, this is just a death trap. Cool, that's fine. But I think it's really cool. I think it's a good addition, like a good game mode.
What is ship? It's a game mode? That's what was
Yeah.
added? Okay.
Yeah, so the idea is that like you're Wilson.
Talk to me like I'm 5 and never played this game.
Okay. So you're Wilson, you're the little scientist guy.
Okay.
Wait,
Right.
is that what's on the screen right now? Is the shipwrecked version or
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's me playing it a couple days ago.
Shipwrecked. It's
No,
like
I no like the yeah I know. I thought there'd be like ocean.
Yeah. Let me.
There is, yeah.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the beginning you're like waking up on the shore somewhere, right? And you're like, well, I guess I better figure my shit out. So you do all of the normal Don't Starve stuff, but you now also have a spot that's like nautical things, like different types of boats or rafts that you can build, things you can add on to your boat or raft to increase speed or to allow you to, sail at night and not die.
Yeah.
Things like that. And then different islands are going to have different things. So like the island that you start off on pretty much always has everything you need to survive. It has like things that you can eat. It's pretty, low impacts. Things aren't going to come attacking you all the time. It might have, bees. It might have bees on it, right? And you can
Not
always
the bees.
not bees. You can always avoid them, but you're not going to find things like gold on that first island. So it forces you to be like, all right, I'm going to make a raft and I'm going to just go out and see if I can find another island. And once you do, maybe it'll have gold or maybe it'll be covered in evil flowers and you're fucked. It's hard to say, but it adds like a really cool element where you're like, oh man, I'm on this island. I want to see everything that's on this island. And then I'm going to go to another island and see everything that's on that island. And different islands are going to have different materials and different, like the normal Don't Starve random elements where you're like, oh, here's a weird shrine, or oh, here's an entire group of settled down adorable pigs, just like those normal weird Don't Starve-y things. But you still, you have this new variable where it's like, oh, but I can just, if I'm bored, I can just hop in my rowboat and see what's out there. And I really like that. I think that's cool. And it's also added in, there's like a waterlogged element. So if you're out in the water and you get hit by a wave, all of your items will have like a blue border around them, and you have to wait a certain amount of time for everything to like dry out, or you can set up a fire and like dry yourself off basically.
Yeah, I was wondering, can you like drop them by the fire to dry them out and shit?
Yeah. So it's cool. I think that it's really fun. It's just like any other game like that where there's a possibility that the island you start on, you're like, man, there's no grass here. Well, I guess I'll go to another island and hopefully find some grass. And the first like 3 islands you go to, there's just no grass, right? Which is like a really primary thing that you need in Don't Starve. So it's just got like a cool random element. Oh yeah, the part that you're seeing right now is me when I got poisoned and everybody was like,
battle.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight against that pit. Oh, here
You
comes
like got
another
on
pit.
your boat and did a little circle and jumped back and started beating him again. Pretty epic little fight there.
Yeah, I was watching that. It was crazy.
yeah.
Can you play this? This is it DLC? Like what do they classify it? It's DLC. Can you play
It's
this
not-
DLC?
yeah,
with
it's
Don't
based
Starve
Don't
together.
Starve DLC. So Don't Starve Together is like a separate game, but if you just have regular Don't Starve, you can get the DLC.
So you can't play Shipwrecked with other people.
No.
okay,
No.
okay,
I
this
think
is-
Don't
okay.
Starve Together is still early access, even still. Too.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
and
know
there's-
anything about this game.
There's little mandrakes in this game, and they're so cute. And if you wait until nighttime and you pick a mandrake, then he follows you around and hops, and he's so precious.
But if you pick him during the day, you can eat him.
Wait, what, is a mandrake a flower? What's a mandrake? I don't even know what that is.
Did you ever watch Harry Potter?
The root, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's a
It's
mandrake
a real
root.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mandrake root, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes. Did you guys see that random tangent? Did you ever see that new Harry Potter trailer? Did you guys watch it this
No,
week?
what?
Yeah. This new
Isn't
Harry
that
Potter
movie
trailer.
that comes out today or tomorrow or something?
Oh,
that's the Star
Potter, like
Wars.
the
Harry
the
Potter
Harry
movie,
Potter
right?
in space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Star Trek.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
totally.
think it's Harry Potter and the USS Enterprise.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Yep.
it.
I think
That's the
that's right.
one.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
the one. That's it.
I can't wait to not see that.
But are you serious about Harry Potter or not?
There was a new trailer that just came out. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know they were making another movie.
I'll stumble through the name, so I'm just gonna Google it real quick. It's got a long name to it.
Is there a book? Because I know she was
It's a prequel.
writing under a different name.
It's a prequel.
I think, or a J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, it's a prequel. Oh, it's the Fantastic Beast trailer. That's the name of it. Is it called Harry Potter? Oh no, it's called Fantastic. Jesus Christ, it's called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Jesus Christ!
That should have been the name.
I'm gonna make a musical called The Fantastic Jesus Christ. I'm
You
gonna
should.
put it on. I'm gonna get Trey Parker and Matt Stone
You should.
to write it.
Inspired by
Oh God, it's gonna
Do
be
it.
great.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be on
do
Do it.
Broadway.
Wow, it's already got 5.3
Fantastic
million views.
Jesus Christ.
Inspired by J.P. McDaniels.
Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, the trailer looked all right. Looked all right.
All right.
Well, I think that's it. I don't think anyone played any.
Gonna fucking skip me.
I know.
What a cunt.
I was just waiting for you to call me out. Zeke.
No, I played two new games on Indie Sunday that I really had a good time with. They're both horror games. They're both there's
spooky.
some jump scares, some eerie.
You played Layers of Fear.
Layers of Fear.
Yeah.
I played Layers of Fear.
Yeah. What do you
And
think?
up till because it's not finished yet. I played up till it was done, like the as far as I could go. And I also played Emily Wants to Play.
I know nothing about that.
Oh yeah.
Layers of Fear is a very a very period horror thriller genre of games. From what I gather, you play an artist, like a classical artist. You have you pick up clues as far as like your relationships with like your wife, people who like your art, or like outside relationships. You go through, and there's some really freaky moments, like some jump scares here and there. Good atmosphere, fun game. I'll reserve judgment until it's finished.
It's been it's been in this state for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, as far as
Yeah.
I know.
Have they announced when the next version's coming out or the next update?
I don't know. No, I haven't looked.
Yeah.
But I played it up till it was done, which is like, I think it was like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Ish.
about that.
And it was fun. It was good play. The story seemed like there was a lot more to be told. So I'm excited to see what they come up with. But it's worth. I mean, it's worth a look.
How much is this on Steam? Do you remember? I can look. Right
Um,
Steam. Whoops.
Was it one of the higher price ones, like 14?
I think it was like $14. Yeah, I remember it.
$14.99, something like that.
Yeah. Layers of Fear.
$12.99.
$12.99. Yeah.
$12.99.
$12.99.
Yep.
I don't know if it's worth $12.99 yet, but it was good. Like what I've played so far.
Very holiday centric game, I gotta say. Just brings out. It just makes me think of.
Makes me think Christmas.
Yeah.
Murder and
Oh my
death.
God, that rat doesn't. It's like a T-Rex rat. He doesn't. He's just. Anyways.
A cute little ratter.
Rats are a central part of the game.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah, they are. Ugh.
Interesting. Interesting.
Emily is a rat.
You wouldn't have made it, Dad. They were rats.
Rats.
What? You said you played this for 3 hours? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 3-ish hours. Yeah.
What was? Oh, okay. That's a fucking mannequin. And then he just. Oh, okay. That was a boring disappearance.
That is Emily Wants to Play.
Yeah. Now, what is this?
Emily Wants to Play is a survival horror game, and without giving anything away, this is when you start. You are a pizza guy that comes to this house, then you're locked in.
Interesting.
And judging by the name Emily Wants to Play, you can kind of understand like Emily's probably a character in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Who
And,
wants to play with you?
and there are dolls.
Oh shit.
There are awful
Fucking dolls, man. What?
terrible dolls.
Who was the person that was like, we should make dolls scary?
Yeah.
Because that person needs to fucking just get out. Just leave.
Well, there are lots of people who find like masks, mannequins, dolls, just like things that mimic a human but aren't a human. Like there are lots of people who just find that creepy all on its own.
Oh, yeah.
So I think a lot of people just took that and took advantage of it as a creepy element. Oh goodness!
Oh no.
Well, that was kind of ridiculous.
Oh no.
That's Emily.
Oh,
And she wants to play with you. But
Jesus.
it's definitely an indie game. I will say you can easily peg it as an indie game.
Is it like designed for like one playthrough or like a bunch of like? Is it like a random survival horror game?
No, it's a very Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh.
You have to survive the
Gotcha.
night.
That was like you freaked
and
out of that.
It's kind of a one playthrough. I don't think it's that expensive, is it? I think it's like $3 or $4.
I'll look.
And it's done. It's finished.
As far as I know, like I beat it.
$5?
It's $5. It's worth $5. I will definitely say it's worth $5.
Okay. Cool.
As long as you like haven't had it spoiled for yourself, something like that. Give it one playthrough. I will say there's indie elements to it, meaning like you'll see like there's parts where you go, oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Ah.
Like where you're like, come on, that's bullshit.
Everybody in chat is like, nope,
I
fuck
would
this,
honestly
nope,
say
I'm out.
it's
Yeah, no,
like-
I saw a clown doll, so that's why I'm waiting for that to show up because that looked interesting. Have you guys ever seen The Game with Michael Douglas? You ever see that movie?
Wait. Michael Douglas?
Was it falling down the game?
No,
Oh.
no. It's called The Game. No, I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The movie is called The Game.
The game.
And the
Yeah, I've seen
yeah.
that.
Do you remember the mannequin part of that
So
movie?
familiar. What is
Yes,
that?
yes.
That
I
was
do.
fucking terrifying, Zeke.
Yeah, right?
I hate that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna play
Definitely
this
a lot of
then.
that in this.
This is not my
Oh, and
game.
you find notes. Yep. We are
Oh,
one.
fun.
Join us.
Okay.
And that's a picture that Emily drew of her and her 3 friends.
Ah, yay.
Yeah.
Wait, did I skip past the scare? I don't know where it's at. Is it here? Oh, I saw a little. You saw it. You don't want to look down. Yeah,
There it is.
that was pretty good.
I can't take it.
He like glitched through the door and spoiled a little bit for you. That you were just like stunned
Yeah.
because he didn't.
I'm gonna watch the replay here.
That was good. That was good.
You can't help sometimes what your face or your hands do.
Yeah.
So if you see that, I go, and I do this. Like that, I can't help myself.
Nice.
Oh, I'm
That happens
ridiculous
quite a
when I
bit.
play scary games.
It's very Freddy got fingered.
Yep.
That's a great movie. Yeah. You're ridiculous when you play. Do you freak out, Dodger? I'm trying to think if I ever watched you play a scary game.
So not this Halloween, but last Halloween, Sam and I played SCP together. Sam will insist that is not scary. at all.
Containment Breach, right? The multiplayer.
Yes.
I've
Sam
never heard
Sam
of it.
insists that it is not a scary game. I was fucking losing it playing that game because
Really?
the idea of it, any of you have read like the SCP files, the idea of it is that you're in this containment facility that has lots of monsters and items that are paranormal in some way, like for the safety of humanity. Like they're kept in this place and there's a security problem and suddenly all of the doors open and all of this shit. So like as you're playing, the longer you play, the more you wind up interacting with different sorts of monsters. And it stressed me the fuck out. It stressed me out so bad. I was like, I can't do this. So what we wound up having to do was we'd play a little bit, which mostly consisted of me like playing for 5 seconds and being like, I can't do it, Sam, I fucking can't do this. And then once we hit this point where it was like, okay, we need a break apparently. We'd open up the actual SCP files and read about all of these different monsters, like the sort of files that had been written forever ago as just like an interesting part of internet culture.
The way you just said I can't, like in a row like that with such like fervor, it sounded a lot like the grapes fall lady who fell. Yeah, like, I can't. That's what you sounded like to me. I can't.
What an
Yeah,
old
just
ref.
imagine
Okay.
that, but just me playing a game, just like no, so
Nice.
over it. Like, just I can't do this.
Nice.
The other one that we played last Halloween was Alien Isolation.
Oh, that game's pretty terrifying.
I love that game.
It was fun. Like that game didn't freak me out nearly as much. I was like, okay, I can do this. I've played Dead Space. I've done some of this shit before. I'm okay with this. But SCP, for whatever reason, it's like it's not a great quality game. It's just fucking freaked me the fuck out, and I don't know.
It got in there, man. It was psychological.
It got in there.
It got in
And
your
like, and
Now, is SCP the full name or is that just an abbreviation?
It's
SCP
SCP
Containment Breach.
We played the multiplayer version during the Intel thing when we had to play an hour game.
Right, I
And
just
it was
don't
the one
remember
where
it.
like if you killed the person, you'd come back the next round as like a zombie, and then you'd have to like shuffle around with the NPCs. And at least I think it was.
I'll just have to find a screenshot of it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
It just looks like that.
we only played the now Dodger. What you're talking about, was it single player or multiplayer?
Single player. Sorry.
Oh, see, whatever we did was multiplayer. Maybe they had a different module or something. I
The
don't know.
single player one is like, what's the name of that fucking
Like Fear?
to chat? The name of the
Is this
very
like a quiz?
first monster that you interact with. He's
Oh.
one of those monsters where it's like as long as you're looking at him, he can't move. But if you're not,
Baby Angel. Wait, wrong series.
it's like that. But he looks like a little gingerbread man. He's fucking terrifying. And if you're looking at him, you're fine. But if you
Contagion, yes.
if you don't look at him, then he can he'll run at you basically.
It's nope, not a contagion.
No, it's
Slender.
Contagion. That's the one we played. We played Contagion. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Contagion.
You're thinking of that.
Contagion. Yes.
And you said it wrong then too.
I did. I said it wrong then. Too.
Contagion.
I played another game though on my flight.
What'd you play?
I played Salt and Pepper.
What?
That's a band from the late 90s.
No, not Salt and Pepper. I played. No, it's not Salt and Pepper.
What?
It's just a mobile game. It's just an iPad game or a mobile game. It's a physics game, and it's called Salt and Pepper.
Looks like no one's throwing you a. There's nothing.
And it's a
about
great game.
He's
It's a
the
great-
statue, yeah.
All you gotta do is get pepper in the bowl, in the black bowl, and then salt in the white bowl, and then you draw lines to make the pepper go and make the salt go.
it. Interesting.
Different bowls, and it was a blast. I love physics games like that.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Sorry, that was the other thing about SCP was there was a blink mechanic,
A blink.
and it was terrifying. Sorry.
Oh,
See,
like you had to blink?
Yeah. So imagine there's a fucking thing that you have to be looking at constantly in order for it to not kill you, but the game makes you blink every now and then. And so you
Oh.
also have a button to choose to
downloading
blink
this.
ahead of time. So I would always blink before I went around a corner just in case.
Nice.
But
Interesting.
SCP.
Well, I went back and finished Xenoblade.
You finished?
I finished it.
How was the end, dude?
What a fucking terrible goddamn. Just what the fuck, man?
Oh, I'm so glad. No, I'm gonna grab all that and
I was really upset playing it. So the broadcast started out. Let's talk about another. I was told the wrong thing. I was told that Call of Duty's campaign was going to be like pretty good and enjoyable, and then it just wasn't. It was really bad. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood for it, or I was in a mood to begin with. I just hated Call of Duty's campaign. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. I was playing a co-op with Ann, and she had some internet issues. And I was like, I don't have anything else to play. Let's just finish Xenoblade, I guess. And then I played like 3 hours of Xenoblade because I had to go level up. I had to grind till 50 co, so I could get a level 50 mech. And then once I got to level 50 mech, I was good. But it did that thing that JRPGs do, where like you fight like 7 final bosses before you beat the game, and there's like long cutscenes, and then one of the final bosses literally just kills your mechs no matter what you do.
Heard about that.
And it's really frustrating. Yeah, it's really frustrating to fight against that guy. And then like the stinger, the post-credit scene, basically delegitimizes the entire game. It makes all 60 hours just pointless. It just makes it fucking pointless.
Wait,
and I've never been so upset before because the final scene.
Advocate, same kind of idea.
Yeah. It takes the entire 60 plus hours that I played of the game and just says it was for nothing. Nope.
I'm gonna talk to you after this because without spoilers, I'm very interested because I think it has something to do with the LH, which I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just really dumb.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to return to that game.
The actual gameplay is great, but man, the story.
Yeah, well, dude, I hooked up my Wii U and I started doing a little bit of grinding on the side, and like I did it for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I can't. Like the Tatsu just ruins the whole thing for me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I had to grind for probably an hour and a half.
Oh,
I found a good spot though. If you want the spot, I can.
We'll talk.
You can 2-shot level 50 mechs, and then you get level 50 gear from them. And so, like, my level 50 gear was fucking super decked out in, like, full oranges or yellows or whatever the fuck color that gear is. And was, like, a really good mech and suited out and everything. But fucking it wasn't worth it for that ending.
Speaking of which, for anyone in chat that still wants to see Xenoblade stuff, Tangent Gaming has not only beaten the game, he assembled the ultimate mech, which, oh my god.
You got the Ares?
Stupid, dude. One ability literally hits for 23k, 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 20. It's like 7 or 8 hits.
You need that though for
like 90,000. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But he's doing like in-game content now.
Yeah, there's like world bosses and shit.
Yeah, dude. There's a world boss that has 9,999,999 health bars.
Which one is that? Is that the level 100 one?
It's one of the big world bosses. Like everyone that fights him chips away at that number. So it's like everyone can go into their games and fight this world boss, and it says the total amount of health bars remaining at the top, and then as they fight them down, like you can actually watch it go down as other people around the world are fighting it. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah. That's so cool.
But it's just like it's kind of weird in the implementation. But
that game, man.
So Tangent Gaming is still I think he's still doing it. So
that game, I still feel the same about after beating it. Like it's just, it's a hard one to sell. It's a hard one.
One of the hardest games one of the biggest games I've wanted to like and happen is Xenoblade. The mechanics and the combat and the mechs and the customization and the world is all like so top notch, but the wrapper of it is just like.
Yep, I agree. So on to a game that I actually did like, and I only played 2 other games. I played through all of Life is Strange.
Oh, how do you feel about it?
It turns out that game's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It's fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you play it? I did a little. I played like an hour of it, but
Zeke, I will say,
really hoping you'd shit on it.
No, I will say the first 2 episodes are not good.
Like the JP shit on it.
Yeah. No, the first 2 episodes.
Man, a guy can hope.
They're not good, but they're needed.
No, that's one of those games. Life is Strange is one of those rare games where everybody that I've ever talked to that has played it said it's great.
Well, the first 2 episodes are not that good, but they're needed for the rest of the story. Go ahead, Dodger. You've been trying to jump in.
Yeah, that's the thing is that like I think a lot of people, especially when they play the first one, they go, God, the dialogue is so ridiculous,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I
I didn't
can't
make it past the first one.
Yeah, it's like I can't care about this world where all of these teenagers are acting like CW TV show teenagers, right?
Yep.
Like it doesn't, I can't do it.
You just said the problem I have with the game.
Are you guys old
Yeah.
enough to remember 15 on was it Nickelodeon or Nickelodeon? They had 50. It was called 15, and it was a high school like soap opera.
I
Oh,
don't. I watched
God.
Nickelodeon. I don't remember that though.
I mean, there's always Degrassi for anybody who was around for
That's what it
Degrassi.
reminded me of. It reminded me of 15 back in the day.
But what's nice is that eventually the game acknowledges like sort of the way that these characters are looking at the world and the sort of things that they complain about and the sort of ways that, you know, Max is using her powers. Like those, like, just like JP said, those first couple of chapters are really necessary in order for the juxtaposition of like how important everything gets to really matter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You gotta have to experience the good, you gotta have the bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you have to, they give you character progression. And so there's a beginning and an end to all of these characters in terms of like who they are at the beginning and what they care about and what they realize is really important.
Yeah.
By the time everything has happened.
Tell me, creepy pedo janitor stays in the whole thing.
Yeah, he's in there. He doesn't really make an appearance after episode 3, I would think.
He was my favorite.
He was pretty fun.
He had the best dialogue.
Yeah.
I really like the squirrels.
I want to say something about him, but it would sound like, well, whatever. Never mind. The janitor is great. Not that I'm saying because I don't want to like spoil it or think that there's perceived spoilers or anything like that. So, not that I want to say something.
By the
bad
way,
about
for
him.
anyone watching, you're all watching like first episode stuff. So
Yeah, this is all first episode. There's no spoilers here. I made sure not to show anything past that because fuck, if I showed anything past like episode 3, it's like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, everybody would be like, what is even fucking going on in this game?
Yeah, and then
like when you
episode
shoot up in
4.
a spaceship in the Ethan Carter game.
Yeah, it was on that
Yes!
level. It was on that level, Zeke.
Man.
It's like out of fucking bloody nowhere.
Yeah, that's why I was so interested. Like everyone said, just play through episode 3, and you'll be hooked, and you'll have to finish the game. That's literally what happened. Like I had to finish it because of what happened throughout that game.
I've heard that in terms of like Telltale games, and I know this was Don't Nod, it wasn't Telltale, but like in terms of Telltale story games, apparently the Borderlands one is like the best one they've done, and I haven't played that one at all.
I haven't played it either. I actually, for some reason, have that in my Steam list. Maybe I bought it on like a sale or something.
Dude,
but
I have played the first episode of that. They may all be out now.
They're all out.
I think it's all out. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I need to go back and do that. That is my favorite Borderlands game.
Man,
Yeah.
I need to do
like
it, I
better
guess.
than Borderlands.
They said that the writing's really strong.
Well
yeah.
done. It emphasizes everything that's like fun and cool about Borderlands. It was really well made. It was really surprising how well it was made.
I really didn't care for the story of Borderlands, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You mean the Telltale game or the actual game?
The actual game,
Yeah,
Borderlands 2 actually was like, meh.
Yeah.
Don't really
Now,
care
have you
about
played the
game.
Telltale?
I have not.
Oh.
And that's why I haven't, because I was
Okay.
like, I wasn't interested in the Borderlands world.
It was
so-
the same for me.
Definitely need to check out the Telltale.
That one and Game of Thrones, both of those.
There's
I
so
didn't
many
even bother
fucking
touching.
IPs, man. Like,
Man, see,
My favorite so far, Wolf Among Us, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Among Us was
Comic
incredible.
book guy with
Yeah.
fables. Ugh, that was great.
Well, that's why I think that they'll do really well with a Batman one, because everything that they've taken from a comic book base has been pretty
Been good,
great.
yeah.
Because it suits their art style. They're able to sort of like transition a story in easier. But apparently Borderlands is fantastic. So yeah,
You gotta
I need
check
to
it
try
out.
that one.
Yeah.
Well, if you read most
too.
Batman comics, it's a lot of like inner turmoil and dialogue, maybe even talking to like other like characters and thing. And fighting isn't like a central theme like a lot of the Batman games are. So I'm really excited to be able to like make decisions as Batman and have like, you know, drama with inner turmoil.
I want
and like, you know, Scarecrow or
For
whatever.
sure.
I want each game to be from the perspective of a different Robin, and you don't actually play Batman at all.
Man,
That'd
fuck
be great.
Robin.
That'd be great.
Fuck all the Robins.
Especially after the last
No,
Batman.
what?
Fuck Dick Grayson. Fuck all the Robin.
Oh
except,
God, we're gonna get off on a huge comic
except for
book
Julie.
tangent.
Leave her. She's fine.
Dodger, you get one rebuttal, and then we're moving off of Batman.
Damien's a piece of shit, and I love him. There it is. That's all.
Okay,
That's
all
I
right,
wanted
that's all I
to
wanted to say.
He's
That's all I
the
wanted to
worst
say.
and the best Robin for me.
Moving off Batman, Bloodborne. I did the entire.
Oh, you
Bloodborne
finished the
game.
DLC. I forgot about that. Yeah,
DLC
yeah.
again. I
Oh,
did.
yes, Sam said it's great.
Oh my God, man. So I started up the Bloodborne game and my goal was like, you know what? I'm going to play through and I'm going to get to the DLC and then I'll do that. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to play the Bloodborne and maybe do a few extra bosses. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to do every boss I can before the DLC. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to do the DLC bosses. Okay, I'm going to do all the optional bosses. Okay, I'm going to do every bit of the DLC I possibly. The DLC is amazing.
Yeah.
The bosses
I haven't checked
were
it out yet.
great.
I want to.
The atmosphere was awesome. The new weapons.
lore.
Oh, the lore is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I was blown away by the new Bloodborne DLC. Without any spoilers, I mean, it was
I can't
so
wait to
much
check
fun.
that out.
And dude,
Were there-
there's so few games that I can do a full playthrough of it just a few months ago, and then like come back and do another full playthrough, and it's just as good as, if
Dude,
not
that's-
better than the first time.
That's why I'm so excited to play through like all of the Souls games again, because I've played every single one, but I still want it. Like some of those
Have you
boss fights are
decided?
fucking incredible.
Have you decided? Is it in stone?
Yeah, no, we're doing it January, Zeke.
You're doing it in January, JP?
Yeah.
Merry
yeah.
Christmas to everyone.
I'm gonna start on January 1st.
Are
And
you
I-
starting at Demon?
I'm starting Demon, then Dark Souls 1, then DLC, then Dark Souls 2, then DLC, then Bloodborne. And then
Dude,
DLC.
I am doing that in March.
Yeah.
Never played Demon Souls.
Demon Souls is my favorite one.
I've never beaten Dark Souls.
Demon
I
Souls.
haven't done the Dark Souls 2 DLC or played the new PC version with all the new enhancements and stuff. I am so stupid hyped. And if I do this right, then it will end like 2 days before Dark Souls.
It'll end right before Dark Souls 3. Yeah, yeah.
I
I can't wait,
can't.
man.
Demon
Demon
Souls
Souls
did
is
not do
fantastic.
anything for me. And
Really?
a lot
Wow,
of
that's too-
people really love that one. That it's like their favorite one.
Same
And Demon
here.
Souls, for whatever reason, I was just like, I don't know. Like I felt like the story came across so much better in Dark Souls 2.
Well,
See,
yeah,
I
there's
liked-
not
I
that much
liked the
story.
story better
Yeah.
in Demon Souls. I loved, and also like the
World-changing mechanic.
lady in the Nexus. I can't remember her title.
Oh,
It wasn't. Is it?
I've heard this. I've heard her fucking
Isn't it-
say her lines 1,000 times.
Is it like the black something?
I don't remember.
I can't remember her name. Anyways, like her voice alone is just like boner-tastic. I
Yeah.
love it. Like every time I would let her speak the whole thing.
Yeah,
The whole time.
such a
every
good game. I'm also excited to go back and play through all those.
Maiden in Black. Thank you, Maiden in Black.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Maiden in Black. I'm excited to go back and play through all those for the reason that, like, I know where to get the quote unquote like best weapons at the very beginning of each game, and so
Yep.
I'm just gonna go like grab the best weapon and then just fucking like tear through every boss that gave me so much trouble the first time through. Because man, Demon Souls is one of the hardest ones that I played.
So I'm gonna have to talk to you, JP, because I'm actually like, I'm straight up nervous about those playthroughs. Like, which weapon do I pick? What should my build be? What should my stats be? I
think honestly-
I remember Dark Souls 2, the first time I played it, I screwed up.
What'd
I
you
didn't know
do?
you could do that.
How
I
did
didn't
you
know
screw
could
up?
Ruin a character. But apparently, like, I was putting points just in like, oh, this looks cool and this looks fun. And yeah, I ended up with a character that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't use any of the weapons I was getting. It was
Look, all I've always done, you just get a lot of endurance, a lot of vet, and a lot of strength, and then you can just win the game every no matter what Dark Souls game it is. That's like the de facto build that you'll always be successful with. You pump up vit first, and then you get a little endurance, and then you get some strength so you can use better items, and then you max out strength so you can use like the crazy item and wear a bunch of heavy armor and not be burned. And then you're good to go. And that's how I'm going to play it again. Even though it pisses people off because I'll go into a boss fight and literally just hold down the fucking swing button and there's nothing they can do against you.
that bad, huh?
I beat
That's fine.
the Dark Souls 1 DLC final boss whose name I forget. Zeke, can you help me with that or if you guys played it?
Ludwig.
No, that Ludwig?
That's Bloodborne.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's Bloodborne.
I was gonna say
Oh,
that's
that's
a
the big two,
Bloodborne
right?
boss.
Yeah.
Ludwig.
The Ludwig sword?
Manus?
The Moonlight Sword. Yeah.
No, see, I didn't use them. I didn't use that one. I used
No,
the
no,
original.
No. The first DLC boss in Bloodborne is Ludwig.
Oh,
Now, what were you saying? The first DLC boss in what?
And Dark Souls. I think the final one. It's Manus, right? Yeah, Manus, Father of the Abyss. Remember that guy? giant
Oh
fucking.
man, it's the hands of fate.
Yeah, the big guy.
Thanos.
The big guy.
The
Yeah.
hands of fate.
I beat him with my tongue.
No, I'm just kidding. That's from Amnesty.
I beat him with my tongue. I used the tongue.
Let's take a piss. Let's go. I got a bathroom break.
I just
Can
beat him
we
with the
go?
tongue. It was great. It was
I
great.
gotta go to the bathroom, man. Can we go to break?
You can
Me
just get up
too.
and leave. Yeah. Just leave, Zeke.
It's so close to break time, and we got all this anime to do. Let's go.
All right, we're going to take our break. We'll come back and spend the rest of the show answering how many. Let's just scroll down here to make Zeke wait longer. We have 273 questions to answer.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to get like.
By the way, guys, I'm pretty sure JP promised that any of those questions we don't get to on today's show, he'll answer on stream later tonight.
I actually did a 2-hour-long AMA on my stream the other day, so I've answered a lot of these already.
Oh, okay, damn. Well, there goes that.
But yeah, we'll answer a good portion, 20 of them or something when we get back later. So we'll take this quick break and we'll come back with the AMA. Don't go anywhere. More drop frames coming up right after this. We'll see you guys then.